I will be filming the second video in addition to our Quaranthings series here at 𝐐𝐿𝐴. So if you haven't seen the first video, it is actually a video of Nikki's sewing. But for today, for my video, I will be doing a baking video. My love for baking actually started a long time ago during high school, where I was very into making cupcakes and different kinds of cakes. However, I am so happy that my love for baking has been rekindled during this quarantine, and I have been baking a ton since I've just been staying at home. I have made every recipe that you can think of, from cookies to apple pie and even empanadas with my own mom. But among all the recipes that I have tried and encountered this quarantine, my favorite and my family's favorite recipe is none other than my banana bread recipe. I love making banana bread because it's not only easy, but most of the ingredients that you will use is usually found already in your pantry. So that makes baking it so much more easy. The recipe that I will be making is Mary Berry's recipe. And so if you want to check that out, I will gladly leave the link down below. So for me personally, to keep everything in the kitchen tidy and organized, I like to pre-measure my ingredients right before I start baking. So for this recipe, you will need 1 ripe banana, 1 tablespoon of milk, 50 grams or 2 ounces of soft butter, 75 grams or 3 ounces of plain flour, 75 grams or 3 ounces of castor sugar, 1/2 teaspoon bicarbonate of soda, 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, 1 free-range egg, and finally 50 grams or 2 ounces of dark chocolate chips. So for this recipe, you will also need a baking pan that can hold up to 45 grams or 1 pound of mixture. So I just like using this ceramic one because it is the perfect size for this banana bread. Make sure you don't forget to line your baking pan with parchment paper to avoid sticking of the banana bread inside the pan. The recipe also calls for some dark chocolates. However, my mom is not a fan of dark chocolate, sadly. So for today, I will be using this Cadbury Dairy Milk Roast Almond Chocolate. And you can actually just use any chocolate that's in your pantry. It can be milk chocolate or white chocolate, and it's really just to your preference. First thing that you want to do is actually, of course, peel your banana. And this recipe is usually handy for when you have overripe bananas, like this one, so that your bananas won't go to waste.
So for this part of the video, I was completely focused on what I was doing and forgot to explain that I'm just cutting up the bananas before it's mashed.
After you've mashed the banana, you just want to go ahead and throw the rest of the ingredients into your bowl. The good thing about this recipe is that you don't have to separate the wet or the dry ingredients because it won't really matter in the end result. So I will add the egg, the milk, the sugar, the butter, okay, baking powder and bicarb, and last but not least, I will be adding the flour. And so when all the ingredients are in your bowl, you just want to give it a mix. You can actually use a mixer, like a hand mixer if you want. However, this recipe is really fast and easy, so I kind of just use my hand whisk. That moment in baking when all of the mixture is just stuck on your whisk. You kind of want your mixture to look like this. All of the ingredients are incorporated, but nothing is overmixed. So after you have your mixture in a bowl, you just want to go ahead and chop your chocolate. This recipe actually calls for chocolate chips. However, I just like chopped chocolate better because there's something satisfying about the inconsistency of the chocolate in every bite. Also, chopping chocolate is such an arm workout. This is what you want your chocolates to look like. It's quite roughly chopped, but just make sure that there's no big pieces of chocolate. All you have to do now is add the chocolate to your mixture. And you kind of just want to mix everything slowly just to incorporate it. And so it will look kind of like this. After that, you just want to go ahead and pour it into your baking pan. Once it's in the baking pan, I kind of just like to spread the mixture evenly so that everything looks nice and pretty. Once you start mixing all your ingredients together, don't forget to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Because that's what I forgot. So the last two steps in this recipe isn't actually part of Mary Berry's recipe. However, I just like to add an extra crunch and sweetness to my banana bread. So I add a little bit of brown sugar and chopped up nuts. You can use any kind of nut from cashew to almonds. And so I just like to sprinkle that on top of my banana bread, just to give it extra flavor and crunch. And the brown sugar. Adding brown sugar and nuts on top of your banana bread is really a game changer. And I can really say that it changes the whole flavor of the banana bread. So I highly recommend that you do that. So once your oven is preheated, you can now put your banana bread into your oven. Once your banana bread is in the oven, you will just have to wait for 40 to 45 minutes or until your banana bread is a golden brown on the sides. Make sure you don't leave your banana bread and check on it every 10 to 15 minutes. And if you want to check if your banana bread is ready, you can do the stick method and poke a barbecue stick or a toothpick into the middle of the cake. So I just took out my banana bread from the oven and it smells absolutely amazing. I got that golden brown crisp at the sides of the banana bread. And so that's how you know it's gonna be a good banana bread. Once you remove it from the oven, you want to wait 10 minutes before you cut into it. And this just ensures that your banana bread is all set. Okay, now for the moment of truth. Let's see if this banana bread is ready. The banana bread is very moist and you can see the almonds from the chocolate that I placed in peep through. Now for my favorite part of baking, which is the taste test. So let's see if this banana bread passes the test. My favorite part of this banana bread is really the crust. The top part, because it's really super crunchy and sweet from the nuts and the brown sugar that we placed. So let's
Don't put me in your video.
let's let my cameraman have a taste test.
Don't put this in the video, okay?
Okay.
It's nice with the Cadbury.
Is it yummy? Yay! Success, guys! If you've reached the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I hope that some of you get to try out this recipe because it's not only so good but super easy to do. And if by any chance you make this banana bread recipe, feel free to tag me on Instagram or something so that I can see your beautiful banana breads too. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye!